This podcast was produced on the land of the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation.
Welcome to Australia.
Aussie.
This is kind of tragic.
Someone who is such a connoisseur of reality television.
The content is hideous.
So sorry about this. Oh my God.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Brigid, how do I pronounce your surname?
Gallacher.
Gallacher. I see. I was going to say Gallacher.
Oh, well,
Oh,
yeah, you can do that.
because you've literally got "sher" in your surname.
I know, it's a real honour.
It's such an honour. Gallacher.
Yes.
Brigid Gallacher has
That's
entered the experiment. Which is
You're really leading. Brigid Gallacher, she, her. Yeah.
Gala, she, her has arrived. And there's someone else here as well.
Yeah, the nasal tones of Ash Flanders.
I tried to
Those
get
are
rid of
my
Ash.
pronouns.
Ash has been in the building since the last episode.
I haven't left.
And he just stayed. And I was like, doll, get out of here.
If you open a bottle of rosé, I just appear like Candyman.
Like Bloody Mary.
And don't we ever need some rosé to
yeah,
get
true.
through
Cheers,
this conversation?
everyone.
Cheers,
everyone.
girls.
To love, to marriage.
To marriage.
To the
At first
sacred
sight.
unity of the contestants of Married at First Sight.
Oh my God.
Participants, Brigid.
Participants. Yep, we've got the lingo down. It's participants, it's experiment,
Yep.
it's
Oh my God, did you hear the
retreat.
last episode where she was like, it's been a social experiment and I feel like I've been experimented on and now I'd like to go home. So people are getting mouthy.
Oh, yeah, Lauren.
Lauren has really arrived this week. Before we get into Married at First Sight, MAFS, girlies, and toxic men, what else are we watching? White Lotus, have you caught up?
Yeah, I'm up to date. I actually told Ash on
Yep.
the way here that my current celebrity crush, even
Yep.
though I'm kind of too old to have one, but we all must have them all the time,
Yeah.
is Walton Goggins.
Oh,
Is that a bad sign? I mean, I think,
I'm here for it.
yeah.
I don't
but like,
judge.
he's kind of like, comes off like a secretly really ripped, chain
Yes.
smoking,
Yes.
tortured.
It's a bit hot.
Yeah.
Well, if you ask Ash, my type is anyone
Breathing.
With, anyone
And
with a
that's
heartbeat.
optional.
So, you know I'm in.
Yeah, but you can also tell Bridget comes from a family of artists because her idea of a hot man is like a brooding, ripped, chain-smoking lunatic.
I like a toxic man, so I'm here for the
Hot.
Patrick Schwarzenegger character.
Oh, yeah,
And his big
yeah.
old dick swinging it around the
Yeah.
resort, just being a
I know, Hung
douche.
Dong in the first episode.
Hung Dong in the first
HBO.
This is what HBO do, though.
Yep.
First season, Dong City.
Dongs,
Second season,
yep.
little bit of Dong. Third season, tiny millisecond of Dong. We know what you're
Little
doing,
bit of
HBO.
shaft.
HBO stands for hung bodies only. Yeah.
Yeah. It was like Game of Thrones, they did that. First season was
Yeah.
fuckfest. And then by the end, not even a tit, not even a nipple.
Censorship. Nanny state.
It's gone too far. Is it just me though? This season, it's taken a little while to warm up. It's kind of like a meditation app at
White
this point.
Lotus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I want to be there receiving all of the treatments.
Did you
but
get
the
like
story
a
is not-
dopamine hit when the like season 2 music happened in the middle of episode 2?
Yes.
Have you
I
have
haven't
you
watched
seen it?
any of it yet. I'm edging, like I'm going to do it all at once.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
I'm really like delaying my pleasure.
Oh, we won't say too much then.
No, but it's all rich people
I mean,
behaving badly. Like
exactly.
it's kind of the same gig. Yeah.
But there
Exactly
are a
that.
few like little plot points they've thrown in that feel a little clunky. The snakes,
per se. Which
girl,
one?
the snakes.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, okay, it's like Ace Ventura.
But then
Pet
she was just
Detective.
fine. I actually thought that was going to be a whole thing.
How do you get bitten by a cobra and then 5 minutes later you're like at dinner downing a cocktail looking stunning? Like, come on, girl.
I
She should have
know.
at least been like a bit swollen or
Yeah.
something.
I love her though.
She's great.
I have a lot of time for her.
Is she Australian, this person?
She's British.
Oh.
Yeah.
Amy Lou Wood, we love her.
Oh, Amy Lou Wood.
She's very charming.
Yeah.
My sister wrangles snakes for a living, and she's never been bitten by a cobra. But if she was, my sister would be at the pub drinking within 5 minutes.
Okay,
anyway.
right. There
That's
you go.
that's a
Thanks,
woman and
Ash.
snakes. Yeah, that's Adam and Eve, doll. look at your history books, doll.
I'm also really
Well, there
happy
you
just
go.
about Parker Posey being
I'm
on
just
my
happy-
screen.
me
'cause
too.
I laughed so much just at the way she said her first line, and it made me so happy.
I don't think she's in it enough.
I agree.
Can we get her?
The thing about Parker is she's never really in the thing that she's in.
Yeah,
That's
true,
the best thing
true.
about Parker.
It's true.
I remember her being in Blade, and one line she just had was, "Oh, Blade." And I just loved it. She sounded like she was dismissing the entire movie, which was fair.
I can't believe I don't remember her being in Blade.
Blade Trinity, I think it's the third one.
It's like
why.
when Kim Cattrall rocked up on set or by a green screen for what's it called? The reboot of
And Just Like That.
And Just Like That, and it was just like, hello.
Oh, they're like,
Goodbye.
I flew all the way from London,
yeah.
but now I'm going away.
And she
Goodbye.
got paid how much for that?
I love that for
You
her.
just have to say like,
I fucking-
and you go, girl. Like it was just so like, and by the way, Samantha weirdly also now loves Carrie.
Yeah.
Like
Amazing.
okay.
I love it because it really is in line with that like meme quote of her saying she never for a moment of her life wants to be doing something she doesn't want to be doing, which is just like a great ethos.
Also, we don't advertise other podcasts on your podcast,
Sure.
I'm sure. But did you know Kristen
is it?
Davis has a podcast called
Oh.
Are You a Charlotte?
What?
And the MAFS girl, whose name I refuse to learn with the bump it, she
Lauren.
feels like Lauren. She's trying to be Charlotte.
Lauren
hardcore.
has a lot of Charlotte energy.
Yeah, but Charlotte would never be
Yeah.
mean.
Lauren's a bit more good Charlotte. She's
Lifestyles of the rich and the famous.
organic.
She's organic. Oh,
She was once
my
married to
God.
Sophie Monk. Yeah.
Were they married?
Was that the good Charlotte guy? I don't know. Remember when
That
like
checks
Sophie Monk
out.
was hanging with Cameron Diaz?
Well, isn't Cameron Diaz is married to one of them, and the other one's married to Nicole.
Yeah, but I think
What's
he
it?
was with Sophie before that.
I see.
Do you remember when Sophie Monk did a version of Push It by Salt and Pepper for a bra company?
No.
No.
Yeah. I mean, and
I
she was so criminally
love
underweight, she
Sophie
couldn't
Monk.
push anything. Like, she's just a bag of bones.
Sophie Monk is not on television enough.
That is crazy.
Like-
That is the wrong opinion.
I agree with you, Sam.
I think she needs
Ask
to.
it out.
Do you watch when she was the Bachelorette? That
Yes,
was
it was
the
a great
best,
season.
It was the
Best
only
one.
season I've ever cared for. She was incredible. She
Yeah.
was organic.
That was a great season. It's always better when it's a bachelorette than a bachelor.
Yeah.
Speaking of can I just quickly say a thing about a bachelor?
Please.
This kind of has nothing to do with anything. But yesterday I was watching the red carpet coverage before the Oscars.
Oh my God. Here I am
And-
being like, what else is happening in pop culture we can talk about today, guys?
We could talk
Nothing
about-
comes to mind. The fucking Oscars just happened.
There was like, you know how when you see like something that's an American broadcast and you're like, I don't know who these people are,
Yeah.
but they're very famous there. There was like that woman who I think is a dancer, Julianne Hough.
Julianne
Hough? I want to say Hough. Familiar, like very like fit, lean, blonde, Broadway dancing vibe. I've seen her perform at the Tonys also. I think she must be a big deal. She was doing some interviewing, and then there was a guy that they said was from The Bachelor, right?
Oh.
And then he interviewed Jeremy Strong, the most serious actor of all time. And he said, who I love Jeremy, I stand Jeremy. And then he was, just with Jeremy, honestly. And then he was interviewing him about having played Roy Cohn, a real person, in The Apprentice. And Roy Cohn is a real person who was a monster.
Yeah.
Like notoriously a monster.
That was a great
and
movie,
is like,
The Apprentice,
it was
by
a great
the way.
movie.
Incredible.
So you know, you've seen it.
Oh, yeah.
And that his whole kind of like thing he says is like attack, which is now what the president that shall not be named is doing. He's created this horrible world that the Americans are living in, right?
Jeremy Strong, yes.
And so this interviewer guy was like, what was the best thing about playing Roy Cohn? And then he said some soundbite things. And then he was like, okay, thanks so much, Jeremy. And then he turned to the camera and he said, and as Roy Cohn would say, attack. And then Jeremy Strong, it just like just before it cut away, looked at him this split second like what the fuck? And then it just
fuck up.
cut away. It was surreal. It really
Heaven.
haunted me all day.
I
It was
haven't
like,
caught up on any of the coverage, but now I don't need to. So thank
No,
you.
that was the best. That was the highlight. It was just so.
They said that the Oscars was very expected this year. Like everything you expected to win kind of
Well,
won.
no, I didn't think Honora was going to sweep up.
Oh yeah, they
but
really
I'm,
did.
Hey, not mad about it over
I haven't
here.
seen it.
Oh,
I know. Sorry.
I loved it.
Was Pamela nominated in the end?
No.
I was just sad for Demi because we all kind of thought it was her year, but
Yeah.
Soz Girl.
I did see today that it was like the literal continuation of the plot of The Substance. for
The hot, it's
Mikey
true. The
Madison
hot
to
young
win.
thing
Yeah.
wins. Yeah. True. Ouch. Ain't that the truth?
yeah.
A woman who played like the killer in Scream has gotten an Oscar before you.
brutal.
That is so brutal. I didn't even know her from Scream, but I had to look up her IMDb today.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, Scream, what character? I thought she was one of the two sisters. But no, she was just like the evil
She was there.
woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of similar to, like, she got set on fire.
Yes!
And she also got set on fire in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
What?
Yeah.
Typecast is
I
the
know.
one that gets set on fire.
Makes me think of that line in American Dad where Roger goes, I just saw that movie where Meg Ryan plays that burn victim. And they're like, she's never played a burn victim. And he goes, oh, Meg, honey. Yeah. So mean.
Oh, Meg.
Oh my god. Can we just quickly also touch on caftans and caviar,
Please,
which
please,
is
yes,
my
we
new
must.
theme for everything.
I love this.
Well,
What
my
the fuck,
30th was the
Sutton?
caftan party. So
There you go.
by the time I'm 60, I might have the caviar. Yeah.
If you're not Porreet.
I think my wallet is.
My
I
wallet.
think my wallet is. Yeah.
I mean, I'm eating more because I've been ragging on this season weekly on the pod. But all right, it's back. I was into the caftans. And
I think
caviar
all we
of it
needed was more Jennifer Tilly.
and the
to be
morally
honest.
corrupt Faye Resnick,
Oh my God, I know Faye Resnick. I always
criminally
feel like,
underused in that app.
Faye Ozempic.
Yes,
Faye looked so different. Like, she was always like pass around party girl, hot. Like LA Flotsam and Jetsam. But like, you know, like just like,
Yeah.
you know, you go like you would survive in any era of Hollywood. You're just like one of those girls. And no, she seemed really different. And did you know that apparently Jennifer Tilly is not coming back?
What?
no.
She's been the best part of this season.
Yeah, I wanted her to become like a featured.
And what's her evil doll called? Like,
Oh,
Michelle.
the Bride of Chucky doll.
yeah, it's so good.
Sutton.
Tiffany. So, yeah,
Tiffany,
so-
yes.
It's called Sutton, and it's become sentient.
It
and
has.
It walks around LA.
Well, it's funny because when they had she had people over at her place, I was like, why is her house so familiar to me? And then I realized they shot like the seed of Chucky at her house.
Amazing.
Yeah. And
Which
I think
one though? Doesn't she own like the 2 houses next door?
Yeah, it's the Playhouse.
Love
The one
it.
that she
The
was like, this is my doll's
Playhouse.
house. They shot like the majority
With
of the
Cher's
film at her
grandfather
house.
clock.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. And I still think about her Louis Vuitton like boat bag.
So
Oh
good.
yeah, and she is to me like that's what actual
Amazing.
wealth looks like.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like a lunatic that can follow their nose in whatever direction. Like, yeah, I want a bag that looks like a boat. I think it's kind of fun. I don't know. I'm an idiot. What do I know? And she doesn't care about anything.
She's heaven.
She's got that Sam Simon. Was it Simons
yeah,
or Simmons?
yeah.
Like that poor
I like she's
Simpsons
like,
man
thank
who
you,
died.
Sam.
Thank you, Sam.
No, I love that.
And they divorced. They weren't even
Yeah.
together when he died,
No.
but they stayed friends forever.
Oh my god, side note. We were in Puerto Vallarta a few years ago, just being absolutely disgusting fags. And we bumped into this guy that we like met 6 years prior in Thailand, like
White
at a
Lotus
gay bar.
3.
It was this is so White Lotus.
This is
And
when you
he-
ride the
yeah.
slut wave, you do
Yeah.
find the same people riding it.
This guy, anyway, like cute guy, whatever. And then he's like, "Oh, hey, oh my god, you blah blah," you know, run into each other. And we're like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "You'll never guess what just happened." He went on a Grindr hookup, met a guy one time. They, you know, did whatever. Then the guy died and left, and he was a like multi-millionaire. Left this guy because he like hated.
No, I'm getting talented, Mr. Ripley.
No,
This
his
is not
family,
track.
His family was like homophobic as fuck. So he's like, fuck them. I'm not going to leave them a cent. Left it to the last
Grinder
person.
trick. He just picked
Yes.
up.
And so this
And in
guy,
his will was like, whoever last received my
Yeah.
load will get my
pretty
payload.
much. And he was like, well, now I'm just going to like live in Mexico and just, yeah. So he was like drinks on him for the
But
rest of the night. It was great.
How would he have the details of him to give him
Uh,
his like?
look,
yeah,
I don't
that's-
look. Let's not interrogate this
Fag
plot
lied
line.
to you and had stolen some poor guy's credit card. It was like, drinks are on me.
You'd buy it if it was on White Lotus. So.
Thank you, Sam.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. No, it's
Thank you,
yeah.
Sam. It was very
Thank you,
that.
Sam.
Yeah. Thank you, random guy. Thank you,
Although
John Big.
I
Dick.
do like feel watching that show that Jennifer Tilly genuinely hates conflict. So I can see why she wants to
does.
go.
Oh,
she always
she
seems
wants
like
to
she
go.
genuinely is like and hates it when they all start
Yeah.
fighting.
Yeah, I also think that she was like doing the show just for a bit of a laugh because she was
Yeah.
bored, and now she's done it. She doesn't need to do it again.
Yeah, she's an Academy Award
Yeah.
nominee.
There you go.
And she's Chinese American.
She
I
is.
didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, didn't you?
Chinese,
No.
Canadian, American? I
Yeah.
believe.
Oh, what
Triple
about
threat.
Kathy Hilton? She's like minus 1%.
Stop.
Ming Dynasty or something. What did she
Oh
say?
my god. She like
Something
did
insane.
I
She
had
was
my
something.
past life done. I'm Chinese. Yeah.
Released the
was it past
Kathy
lives
Hilton
or was it
tapes.
her
I
DNA?
think it was her DNA.
Oh, right.
Fuck. It
Which
wasn't
means the Richards DNA is now on file. We can get it.
Yes. I do really feel like Kathy is also like what a rich person should be. Getting like vitamin IVs at all times.
Yes. But I think Jennifer has even more than Kathy or something. Apparently,
Yeah,
they played
I
that sort of
believe that.
game on Watch What Happens Live, and apparently Jennifer is like richer than all of them put
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
I
it's the
believe it.
Simpsons money, right?
Yeah.
She
That's a lot.
acts
I
like
mean-
she's like does not give a fuck.
I know, but so does Kathy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
There's
Kathy.
some dark shit going on inside Kathy.
Love
I'm sorry.
Kathy. I love Kathy's pink kind of like she feels like she's trapped in a movie and I don't even know what the movie is. Like She-Devil or something. She's the Meryl Streep like female author character. Yeah.
Kathy's got the nuclear codes. Like she's
My
connected.
friend's done catering at Kathy Hilton's house quite a few times. And has
Really?
said it's fantastic. One time,
At the
my
Christmas
friend,
party?
Yes, my friend Gillian Perry, hi, great girl from
Hey, girl.
Eildon, made good. She was now living in LA and was like helping like Joan Collins. Jackie's dead. Joan Collins came out. It would be much more interesting if Jackie came out. But Joan came out and they were waiting to get her car. And I think Gillian like offered her something to like keep her hands warm. And Joan said, "What good would that do?" Apparently not good enough for Miss Collins. Did you see that picture this week of Joan Collins? She went on Instagram Live by mistake, it looks like, and her makeup looks like it's been done with a Sharpie and it's only half done. And she looks like, for a woman who's sat in very specific lighting for the last 1,000 years, whoa.
I'm surprised she has Instagram.
Yeah, me too.
I'm surprised she has access to it.
Yeah.
And I think that access has now been revoked.
Oh my god. Should we get into MAFS?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Before we do though, reminder that you can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky at The Cringe is Real Pod. Thank you very much. Go and do that now. All right, who we want to start with? Should we just get into Lauren and Clint?
Lauren and Clint.
Yes, Bridge, you have to open the phone.
Right, so we can see the cheat
Who
sheet.
are they? You know who Lauren and Clint are.
Yeah, it's bump hair.
Just
and
imagine a
old guy.
man that's face has been stretched over where the face was originally.
Well, did you see the news that broke on the magazines this morning? On the front cover of
Please.
the supermarket, Clint and Jackie are living together.
Shut up. So the swap is real.
The swap is real.
So we haven't quite got to the swap yet, but it's
No,
the
we
worst kept
haven't.
secret thanks to
Yeah,
our
because they
girl
keep-
Megan Pistetto.
But they also keep editing in him doing the photo challenge and being like, I'd put her higher because I actually think she's attractive.
Yeah,
and then Lauren
yeah.
being like, she looks rough.
So does that mean
Mean,
Ryan
mean.
and Lauren also end up together? Because they would that checks out too.
God willing.
Yeah, because he.
Oh, yeah, he is
he's
the man who would not do the dishes.
He would absolutely not do the dishes.
Let Lauren end up with Adrian. If you want a disgusting
I don't
alpha,
wish that upon
congratulations.
I don't wish that on anyone.
Even
either.
Voiceless now, bitch. Yeah.
No,
Sorry, no.
Lauren.
Sorry, a couple of rosés.
My God,
Calm your shit.
it's your first warning, Ash.
Yeah. I have to kick you out of the
Fuck out
experiment.
of here. We'll have to leave.
No, but it's just crazy to me that Lauren's so like, don't do the dishes. That's my thing. I take care of my man, and you take care of everything
It's a
else out
bit-
there in the big scary world. It's like
It's put
I
on
find that
there.
woman hard to listen to.
I know, but also
not
the
real.
vagary of doing deals. Last night's episode,
Mm.
she kept saying like, I just want a man who like he's just like an alpha
Doing
male, and he
deals.
goes out there and he just does deals, and he's
on
just
the
always
phone.
doing deals,
He's like,
and then he
bye
gets
bye,
home,
sell.
and I can look up to him
Fuck
because of the
off.
deals he does. And all I could see in my head was like the art of the deal, and
That's
I was
what
like,
work
is this
is,
what
right?
you want?
You just do deals.
Yeah,
Man
exactly.
stuff, private man business.
Private man business.
I also see like a child explaining like, who is your daddy and what does he do? And it's like, my dad is a businessman and he does deals. Oh, and I drew him with a briefcase.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Mummy does all the laundry, and she loves
Yeah.
it.
Mummy doesn't
Sure.
talk much because dad doesn't like it.
Yeah.
I'm going to grow up to be just like Mummy. Nothing.
I know, but the picture she's painting is like a woman who ends up being really miserable, and then the husband is just like cheating on her anyway.
It's some
Do you know what I mean?
Pleasantville
Like
shit.
that's
I'm
the
not
picture.
into it.
Yeah, Stepford wife.
Yeah. What is she doing? And it's the
Nothing
aesthetic-
about her tracks all makes sense.
No.
She is like putting on a thing for casting, I reckon. The whole trad wife thing.
Well,
With the
yeah.
hair bump.
I mean, we're talking about it, so go for it, Lauren.
But we're not
Very
talking
entertaining.
nicely.
I am living for Lauren. Like when Lauren's little
really-
face pops up on the screen, I'm like,
Last
here
night
we
she
go.
said something really funny about like it was really dramatic. It was like every second that I remain here at the girls and boys retreat. She's like every second that I remain here,
'Cause
my
there are just the
soul
two
is
genders.
leaving my body. I was like, that's pretty good.
Yeah, and by the looks of you, your soul took that flight a while back. And why do you always... She always looks like she shat herself. Like, she's had
Oh,
a
yeah,
face... My mum would
farting.
say, you got a face like Fizz.
She looks like
And-
she's just let a fucking huge fart rip all the
Yeah.
time, or she's holding it in.
She's just
or she's checking.
uncomfortable.
She's checking if it.
Like,
if,
what's
if
so
it
bad,
smells.
Lauren? We didn't make you choose that hair. You did that. We're
No,
not
it-
doing that.
It did get smaller last night, I have to say. It kind of reached its
Oh.
peak at the commitment ceremony and then it deflated
Oh,
slightly.
she bumps it up for the experts.
Commitment, yeah.
For the experts.
The experts.
There it is. Oh my god, my nipples.
The first one's free. Yeah.
The first you gotta.
No, the only good thing to say in the voiceover voice is the one that you
Yeah.
Go
say
on.
all the time, which is the after being shushed at the airport.
After being shushed at the airport is
It's
fucking
so
iconic.
funny. It's so funny.
Good. Not being shushed.
It's just great because I can imagine her in a booth just being like, yeah, what's the next one? Gets the script. It's just like this really talented woman living her life, getting this great paycheck,
Yeah.
and then looking at the screen and being like, who are these idiots? And then having to be like, I don't know, what's her name? Rachel got shushed at an airport. And then it's like,
What did she do?
yeah.
She's being a gobby woman, and a man was like, "Shush."
I loved this episode. There was it was just like getting ready for the coveted girls and boys night.
Yeah.
And
I
it just sounds
love
like
that
we're in
they
a
call
primary
it that.
school again.
It's perfect.
It really gave me meet and greet meet retreat.
It's calling it the boys and like
Boys and girls is so
fucking-
embarrassment.
there's just this
They're like
whole other
40.
world out there, isn't there?
Oh, and hearing Adrian be like, "I'm pretty excited because I'm a boy's boy and I love being with the boys. I'm a boy's boy."
They're all
and it's
boys'
like,
boys.
You fag. Like, you
How
love-
far into the retreat do you reckon it was that all the boys just jerked off together?
That doesn't happen, Sam.
Have
we
you
haven't-
met this group of men?
Well, who knows?
I think they did.
Playing a game of soggy biscuit. Yeah.
The boys are taking a...
Adrian is accepting loads. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, no, I don't know.
No, but they're definitely... Oh, come on. It's like F-Boy Island over here. They're all...
Yeah, they're working
it's a
out
pissing
together.
contest,
I also just think with this, if you were the president of television,
which I
you
am.
could have, which you are, Sam. They would do anything to you. Yeah.
Thank you for using my correct title.
Yeah.
I think maybe this just speaks about who I am as a person. But when they had footage of them all like hardcore working out in the morning, I was like, I hate this holiday. I hate it. This is not what you do on a holiday.
Was Big Dave getting involved?
Oh, look, I wouldn't have hated that. I
No.
love Big Dave. He's my
They
favorite.
were all, Sam, there's literally
Get
a
in
shot that's
line.
like first thing in the morning and you look at and the men are in a line on their doing like push-ups on an angle on their fists, you know? And I was like, that's no Dalesford retreat I've been on.
Bye, babe.
Sound fists and men sounds like the Dalesford retreats I've been on. But anyway, fucking hell. All right, Clint and Lauren. Clint.
Oh, yeah. I feel like
So he's
Clint
from
doesn't...
Tassie?
He's from Tassie.
He's a golfer.
He's an ex-pro golfer.
All of these words are just like
boring.
boring to me.
It's mind-numbing.
Like if I
Yeah.
was a casting producer and I saw Tasmania, hair plugs, golfing, I'd be like, no, next.
Yeah.
Is he hair plugs? Or are
come
you
on.
painting him with the Frenchy brush?
Come on. We
Yeah.
need to send Ash to a intensive course
I can't
of how to
spook.
spot hair
I
plugs.
can't spook the hair. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, right, Brigid?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I
Ash just like, I thought he's got a great hairline. I'm like,
Istanbul.
He's been to
That man
Turkey.
has been- yeah.
I take pills to keep mine, so I don't know why
Do
anyone.
you?
Yes,
That
it's like the
explains a
last
lot.
13 years.
So shout out for Rogaine.
No, you do the foam first, and you also just take the pills. And
Wow.
yeah,
Interesting
the
one.
side
This-
effects are you could be impotent or depressed. But as I've said, if I had no hair, I'd be depressed and no one would bang me anyway. So
Great. Stunning.
Getting ahead of it.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, my God.
I do feel like from last night's episode that Clint does not want to leave the retreat and that Lauren is like, we're leaving. So that they can just leave
He's
the show
like,
and she
but
can
I'm
go back
getting
to
in
her
with the
life.
boys. But I'm finally
But I
getting
love
in with the boys.
Exactly.
We haven't
Also, I think he's very much like I have come here to find wife. I find wife, take her back to island. She live in golf course with me. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. He's just like, if he could just give him a club and he could just yabba dabba do some woman back to Launceston.
But it is also like, did he? Because I'm always interested in which ones have like legitimately actively applied to be on the show, and the other ones that are just down the pub and a producer who is scouting is like, "Oi, you single? Be on a show."
Yeah.
Because a lot
He
of them
seems like
obviously are
neither.
scouted from like
Oh,
Instagram.
They literally
or
walk into
an event.
CrossFit and they're like, "Hey,
Yeah.
MAFS," and they'll
But
go.
Clint,
"Bop,
who's
bop, bop, bop."
finding Clint?
But do you think Clint was maybe on a matchmaking service or something?
Oh, maybe.
He looks like someone I think who's literally like, I want to find a woman and settle down because I've achieved everything else. Now I've got to win at my personal life.
Yeah,
And
true.
it's like, that's not how it works.
Yeah, he's got a growth mindset.
But he's project based. He is an alpha, I think, in that like whatever she wants, he actually is that.
Lauren doesn't
He
think
does
so.
deals.
Lauren said
Bye,
he's
bye,
not
bye,
an
sisters,
alpha.
huh? Yeah, Lauren would know
She wants a man that's
to
gonna
get out of the kitchen.
get not. She wants a man that doesn't even know that there
A
is a
dishwasher
kitchen.
exists.
Yeah,
Yeah.
does not even because why the fuck would he waste his time with such
Honestly.
dumb girly shit?
But she'll get it. If she gets it, she'll hate it because she'll just be with an absolute
Yeah.
prick.
If you want a man to chain you to the kitchen, go rural doll. They're still out there. And,
Exactly.
yeah, and they'll always hate you if that's what you need.
Yeah.
It's not hard to find a horrible man doll.
Well, there are many on the show, just with other people.
Many.
Oh, yeah,
to
I don't have a
choose
problem
from.
with Clint. Bye, bye, bye. Sell,
No,
sell. Fine with
we
Clint.
don't have a problem with you, Clint. I just, I think unfortunately,
don't know him yet.
we have no. He said 2 words.
I also think it's that weird thing of like, Clint seems like an actual person that stepped into a circus.
Yes,
So it's like, you're not boring, but compared to these lunatics, you are...
some guy.
You
Yeah.
some guy. Sorry, mate, you can't be back here without a wristband. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, the meet and
That's
great.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Lauren was really going my best friend Jamie,
What?
which I'm not into. I love Jamie.
Jamie.
I
when
love
was-
Jamie and Dave.
They're the best. They're Australia's sweethearts.
They are Australia's sweethearts.
But are they flying too close to the sun?
But are they flying too close to the
After
sun?
flying to... Do it, Rich. Do it.
After Icarus flew too close to the sun, his wings of wax have melted off and he's plummeting to his death. At the boys and girls meet retreat.
Yeah, I can't believe the sun gaslit me like that. Like, these wings are great. Like, every girl has loved my wings.
Yeah, but like I'm accountable as the sun for my actions because I said that I'm accountable, so I have done it.
Just because you say you're the sun, that doesn't make it okay.
At the intergalactic meet and greet, boys and girls retreat.
understand that the sun has its own needs. No, it's just racist. Yeah.
Oh wow!
Alessandra.
I'd say I wish them well, but I know they're gonna swap. So
Yeah,
I guess
so
we don't wish them well.
live your life.
Also, Channel 9 must be so pissed that that's out because that would have been that would have been like the moment someone in their like PR team or whatever is like lost their job over that.
But they can never keep it under lock.
No.
Like, this season, actually,
No.
they've kept way more under lock than any other. But, like, it's never going to be...
No.
In the modern day, there is no way to keep stuff out of the
No.
news if people are looking for it. Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, and all of them are going on podcasts and just saying whatever they want. I don't know what
Absolutely.
contracts they have,
Have
but
you
they're
seen
not NDAs.
Jackie on Instagram? Just
Jacqueline,
with
yes.
I fucking love Crazy Eyes. Her essays
Yes.
online, just like,
All
I'm like,
of her
bitch, the
texts,
show is
though.
still on. Like,
Yeah.
they could not pay you. Surely, that's in
I mean,
there.
do they get paid very well? I imagine it's
Imagine
more
if
of a
it came out that they don't get paid
volunteer
at all.
situation. I mean, they must get paid a nominal fee,
Yeah, it's an
but
experiment.
less than an actor.
500 an episode, honestly. Like,
Oh,
yeah.
it would be fuck all.
Yeah. Because it'll boost your business at some other point
Mm.
or whatever.
did you ever see
Although, what is Adrian's business? Because he talks about it a lot. And is it just printing hockey
Misandry.
jerseys?
No, misogyny.
Misandry. I wish. Well, that would be much more refreshing than good old misogyny.
Well, there's never a dull day in the old-fashioned business of misogyny. Business is booming.
It is booming on Channel 9.
I think he works for the subtitles committee because no subtitlist has been employed more than when Adrian's been on the show.
Honestly.
You have people that don't speak
Oh my
English who are
God.
subtitled less than Adrian.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a caveman situation.
I know.
It's boganic.
He's so boganic.
Yeah.
Actually, that's an insult to bogans.
Yeah, I love bogans.
Love bogans. I have no problem with bogans.
I'm a lovable bogan.
I don't like
shine,
people
shine.
I don't like people that put on airs. I don't like that as an Australian. Just be normal.
Yeah, just be normal, Lauren.
Just be normal, Lauren.
Should we move to our next couple?
Oh, we've only done one. Yeah.
Who's next to come to the couch? How about Veronica and Elliot?
Oh, the actor.
This is strange. So she's an actor. Is that what's happening?
She's an
Apparently.
actress. Yeah.
And Brigid
I think she's doing a great job.
she was in that movie that you were like,
I think I auditioned for a movie that she's in.
Shut up.
Yeah, because I found her Instagram and I was like, the person she's like posting about is really familiar. Why? I don't know him. And then I was like, oh, I think she's in a movie I auditioned for years ago.
She looks
Bless.
like an actress.
Awesome.
Like she's
Good
got a
on her.
Leighton Meester vibe about her.
She's a babe.
she looks
She's
like
hot.
someone you want to see on TV.
Yeah,
I don't think
on
she,
Gossip
to me,
Girl.
as a theatre actor, she doesn't look like
No.
an actress.
She's soap. She's like a top tier soap girl, like a Stan soap.
Yeah, not even like soap as in I could watch her in a Palmolive commercial. Like I could watch her rub her hands over
But
the
Palm
sink.
Olive, that's really
Yeah.
retro. Although I guess they still shout out Palm Olive.
Yeah, well, I think Lauren would be a more natural fit for a Palmolive commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm disgusted in though? Is just the general public and the viewing audience of this show and how quickly they jumped onto Elliot's side. Like, have you
The edit
have you
is
been
real.
online?
The edit's really strong.
The edit is strong.
I mean, I imagine she was saying other things around saying, I don't believe you in that story. There must be other things
But
that were her
people
problem.
are acting like she
'Cause it
was like,
seems-
your sister's a dumb bitch and I wish she died in that coma. It's like people are acting like she said that.
Yeah, it's true.
She did. She was like, yes, look, she kind of fucked that up. Let's be honest.
I don't think...
She shat the bed so hard. He's a pig.
But-
It's so easy to go him, and she went him on the one time he wasn't a pig.
She went the wrong time.
Idiot.
Yeah.
It's true.
Inexcusable.
I know, but she'll get more opportunities. It's
This
fine.
is true. She really
And then she'll be like, I was right. My instincts were right.
Yeah, Eliot is going to Eliot eventually. Like, unfortunately, he's doing a good job of hiding it right now, but much like Tony's desire for a baby, we
Yeah.
will eventually see through that.
Elliot got
Tony.
papped recently on a
Oh.
topless hike in the Gold Coast, looking
Okay.
very hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a mustache now and more tats. He's looking quite sexy.
I wonder if he was going to go for a hike with Karina and then never call her again, as I hear Karina is not a great hike buddy.
So, you ghosted? You ghosted Karina?
It's like when the experts use words like that. It's like when your parents
please.
used to
Yeah, it
be like,
is.
"Oh, was it cool?" And you're like, "Oh, don't say cool,
yeah.
mum."
Yeah.
It's like, "Were you
Oh.
ghosted?"
Were you ghosted?
Yeah.
It's not okay to gaslight a person.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also, what you were saying about John was so true. How John talks
Not
always
having any
like
lips?
with his head up. His head
Oh,
up. And listen here,
yeah.
mate. You've been doing this dance a really long time. And
I'll
I think
stop
you
you
can
right
either
there.
change. I'm going to stop you right there. Are you John? Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't, John, and you should have.
Yeah.
You should have kicked out a person who punched a hole in a door for
It's-
all of Australia to see that that's not okay.
Yeah.
Anyone would lose their job if they had
Yeah.
a job on the clock where they punched a hole in a door.
100%.
Let alone
100%.
how
I
insane
was like,
that is
the
to be like, that's DV behaviour.
We'll
get out.
We'll get that to him. But
yeah, sorry, I'm jumping
John's
ahead.
favourite word is behaviour. And I just can't talk more.
That's like 7 syllables
with
for
this
behaviour is good.
behaviour.
Behaviour. It's true.
Inexcusable and it's
Yeah.
yeah.
Give us one good reason why we should let you stay.
Oh my God.
ratings?
My contract.
And then it's like, okay, good reason. Thanks, Paul. Pull your socks up. We'll get you some counselling for free. Bye.
There are also
Some
times where they
services.
cut
Yeah.
and like either Mel or Alessandra or John. Like if one of them is talking, the other two look like they're melting into the couch or are asleep. Like there are
Yeah.
times you see John shake his head and sort of sit up and go, "Sorry, I've got to check what I'm hearing."
Only one of them is allowed to be activated. And
At
the
any
other
time.
two, yeah. Because Mel can
They
activate.
share one brain.
Look, I like it when Mel activates.
Me too. I like it when she
I
goes,
liked when she was like,
"Oh no,
called Karina sweetheart.
sweetheart.
Sweetheart, this is not normal behaviour.
I loved
I was
that.
like, yes,
That-
Mel.
yeah,
And
when
then
it-
I thought Mel was going to turn on him, but she didn't.
She
No,
went to
really.
a place of sweetheart, and we need her in that
I know.
space.
I needed her to like kick him out. I was really, it was like watching the football. I was like,
Yeah.
do it, Mel. But she did.
Mel's face is just so expressive. Like her disgust is
Yeah.
like
Palpable.
she's like really pulls like a gargoyle-ish face. Like it's like she doesn't have to say anything. She's disgusted with them most of
Yes.
the time.
My favourite thing, which is what Mel said to Veronica, was, "Oh, look, Veronica, I'm going to stop you right there. Do you realise the way you're communicating non-verbally right now?"
But I
And
love that Veronica's answer was, yeah, I do.
I was like, fucking queen. She was
Yeah.
like, yeah,
No,
I
I
do.
know.
I know I
Yeah.
look like a stroppy cunt right now.
I'm like rolling my eyes. I don't want to hear this guy. Yeah.
So good. But I just loved, do you realise? Amazing.
I love it when she says, I can't hear any more of this.
Yeah. I'm
It's
just
like,
Oh yeah. I'm
it's like
sorry.
being in
I
trouble
just
with the
can't hear
principal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
this.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
amazing.
I just no. This is textbook gaslighting.
101. As a side note, if you want to do a drinking game in this show, every time someone says 100%,
Speaking of, top of
honestly, you'd be out of your mind.
100%.
100%.
There was one time on another show where someone said, "Oh, would you like to take a seat?" And the other person said, "100%, 100%." They wanted all of their ass on the seat.
100%.
100%
Yeah,
of my
100%, yes. So,
Beth and TJ.
oh, TJ's hot.
TJ
Beth's hot. Love them.
Did you see TJ on Big Brother?
No?
TJ was on Big Brother
Unless it
like
was
last
like
year.
The
No,
Sarah
not OG.
season.
Not
then
the
I
Sarah
didn't
Marie
see it.
season. No, no.
Was he
Or
bamboozling them?
Merlin,
He was not
yeah.
born then. Let's be straight. No, but he was on Big Brother on 7. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure like last year or the year before when they were trying to do this like couplesy like Love Island vibe redo of Big Brother, which was terrible. But he was very hot in it, and there's lots of, go and have a Google later, shots of his butt in the shower.
Butt shots.
What's his job meant to be?
I don't know, but he's hot. He
Yeah.
doesn't need a
Yeah,
job.
sometimes it just says like business owner.
He does
Jobs
deals.
in
A
space.
lot
Yeah,
of deals.
Yeah.
Yeah. TikTok. Yeah.
Wellness instructor.
Well, he looks like a
Yeah.
wellness adjacent.
I heard someone recently say they're a life architect.
Get out.
I was like,
A life
yikes. We're gonna need a few
Run
more.
for the hills. Yeah. Life
Red
architect.
flag.
Yeah, might take these plans to council and hopefully my life is approved.
They go, nah, that looks shit.
But yeah, TJ seems cute. I think he's one of the hotter husbands.
Oh, yeah.
On an aesthetic
Big
level.
time.
Does nothing for me. But
The
I really
eyes
like
are so
her.
beautiful.
Oh,
Yeah, I like her
stunning. See, I think she's kind of snooze town. So is
Yeah.
Beth.
I feel like she might get into some fights later though.
Yeah, the most recent ep, she kind of says some stuff
What does she
to
say?
Ryan.
Oh yeah, I kind of missed that. They bleeped it out. I couldn't.
Thing about how
Oh,
he
yeah.
doesn't orgasm. He won't fuck on a day he's going to the gym because it lowers his testosterone and he needs
he
that for the
won't-
workout. And she goes,
Of
"So
course
you
he said
saying you'd
that.
rather like fuck a dumbbell than fuck your wife?"
Oh, is that
Well, yeah.
Or something like that. And meanwhile, if he is fucking that wife, he is fucking a dumbbell. But I think that was pretty good.
I
Hey,
love Jackie here. I don't know. How dare you?
This is a Jackie
the Jackie's-
appreciation
This is
pod.
the Jackie appreciation.
I will
show.
not
Jackie
have
a
a
lawyer. Doesn't she say she's a lawyer or something? Like she's
she
really
says she's a
She
lot
does
of things.
deals.
She's former Miss Universe New
Former
Zealand.
Miss- yeah, but her Instagram handle has the word jewelry in it. So
Oh.
I think that's one of her businesses.
Did she get it on Alibaba?
That'd be quite a deal
That would be.
Would
that
be a
would
good deal.
on a
Yeah.
healing journey.
Her healing journey. Oh.
But yeah, what's her name? Brooke? No.
Beth. See,
Um,
told
oh,
ya.
sorry.
She's snooze.
But she's new. But I like Beth. I feel like Beth. I want Beth and Jamie to be like besties and to
Yeah.
like call people out.
To
on
like
shit.
queen out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like pale representation.
She
I
is
really like that
pale.
we've got one girl that's like, I'm white. Guess what? I'm
I'm not going to wear
very
fake
white.
tan.
I'm really white.
You
I'm
haven't
pale.
seen the new Real Housewives of
British.
Sydney, have you? You watching?
Which
No.
one?
Real
No,
House-
I
oh,
haven't.
so there's
the
a
new one, no.
new housewife. Her name's Martine, and she is the whitest shade of person I think I've ever seen in my life. She's like see-through.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Well, I know someone who
Can't
once
wait.
saw
I got to see this.
Nicole Kidman in traffic, and Nicole was in her car, and they said her skin looked purple, if not blue, because she was
It's giving
so,
shades of Kidman.
yeah,
Luminous.
bioluminescence.
Phosphorescent. Yeah.
But Beth and TJ, they are new. So like you kind of expect them to like shake things up in the experiment, but they get on that couch and it's like
they respect each other. Or
oh,
something. Oh my god!
it's like they actually want to
It's like they're actually nice
make the
to each
relationship
other.
work. It's
Yeah.
disgusting,
Yeah.
and the experts are like, get
We
the
have
fuck
nothing.
off the couch. You're
Yeah.
chewing up time where Adrian could be saying misogynistic shit.
Yeah.
When Morena could be like,
Oh,
Morena.
good riddance.
Morena.
I love
I
Morena.
wrote good riddance. And it's like, yeah, you think that's come off so well, Morena. You just seem really angry.
I reckon the edit did her dirty.
Should we naturally segue into Morena and Tony?
Oh, Morena, I love her.
Fucking hell.
I
Did you
never
really
want her
think
back.
I was not going to
Loved
come
that
back, Tony?
entry. It was like the wrestling.
It
It
was-
was like the, can you smell what the rock is? Like she came back in. It was so good. But I really do think they've edited out a bunch of reasons that Morena was so angry with Tony.
I think Morena happens to be a very angry person.
Tony-
I think the idea that she'd never had anyone in her life tell her you're really aggressive speaks to a deep denial in Morena. Where it's like, yeah.
Listen, mate.
Listen, little boy.
I can't reproduce Tony. And you're telling me...
My stamp, what did she say about her stamp? It was very visceral when she stamped her own hand.
It
about
was... Wow. There was a
No
penetration.
pass-outs at my DJ set, Tony.
When she
I
said...
also really liked how brutal it was when Tony was like, look how beautiful you look. But it's your personality, mate.
That was so hard.
You have a terrible personality.
if someone
It's
said
like,
that to me, I'd be like,
is-
thank you, finally someone gets me.
I know, but saying mate at the end of it was
Mate,
even worse.
no, I thought he
Oh,
said man.
Man's worse.
Even better. Calling Morena man. Ooh.
It's your personality,
Brutal.
man.
So harsh.
Brutal.
Also, kind of true, but also like Tony, I don't think you can throw personality stones, Tony, because I've never seen one on Tony. I've never like anything, like anything for Tony would have too much personality. Because what Tony wants is just someone really quiet to watch him steer the ferry across whatever. like,
But I think he's got that. Doesn't he have a
Yeah.
wife?
oh,
What?
apparently,
He's
yeah.
This is the
Already?
reason. I think he had one the whole time. I think this is why Morena was so angry.
Fuck off.
And they've cut it out.
And are
She
they having a
reckons she
child?
talked about it for the whole show and they cut it out. They have an adopted child already,
Oh,
according to Morena.
my
Wow.
God.
My best friend
Tony.
Morena.
You've wasted everyone's time, Tony.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Especially
will be
mine.
more of a Morena apologist if that is all true. I am. But I still think
She
she's
gave,
pretty angry.
she rocked up on set and she understood the assignment and she made television.
Well, that's
gold.
what annoyed me a bit about her. Did you really think I was? It's like, yeah, it did feel a bit WWE
It was-
to me.
Yeah, but I
She
feel like
brings
the
in a
producers
prop
made her do
chair,
that.
just smashes
They knew
it
she
over
was
his
coming.
head.
She was in the building. It takes
know.
so long to shoot that stuff. It's not like they'd be like, oh, we really think she's not here. Like, she's obviously just on the lot.
Yeah.
I know, but do you reckon they like flew over? Remember those producers that apparently worked on Jerry Springer and really wound up those
yeah.
people? So
Yeah,
like, you got to go in the Morena and you've really got to like you should take control and really use your voice. Don't let anyone speak for you, Morena. Really go in there and go hard. Because she came in like, Jerry.
But which gay told her to wear that dress? Because that gay needs to be fired.
Yeah.
I don't remember the dress.
Oh, how can you not?
Was it
It
not?
was like the couch.
Oh,
It was a hideous pattern.
some of the
Unflattering
fashion.
cut.
My lord.
And Morena's a beautiful woman.
And
Shame
men
about
need
the
to wear
personality.
socks, can I just say? Since we're on fashion, wear a pair
Where do you
of
stand
fucking
on
socks with your loafers, man.
with your boat shoes? Where do you stand on Eliot with a very preppy tied up jumper over his shoulder?
Yeah.
I feel it's on brand for Eliot.
Ash,
but
you
I
were
am not
loving that
into it.
look.
Yeah, I grew up near Brighton, so like I really respond to people that show high Brightonitis. Yeah, that was very yacht club. I mean, it felt way too put on.
It felt
but
racist, yeah.
Racist, did you say?
Yeah, just any like it was very country
Oh, yeah.
road.
Casually supremacist. Yeah.
Yeah, it felt like he would definitely be like a
Done
guy
for
at
insider
college.
trading.
Yeah,
Yeah,
done for insider trading / like a
Insider
guy whose
trading.
parents paid for him to go to college
Yeah,
Yeah.
just for him to
to join
assault
the
you.
development business.
yeah.
That
We're
would get-
comfortable. We're not. Hey, we're comfortable.
We're doing well. We're
We're doing okay.
Yeah, we're
you know?
okay. We only
I'm
have
never gonna
5
be homeless.
properties.
Let's put
yeah.
it that way. You know. Eliot.
Oh my god. Yeah,
So
Tony.
yeah, we'll see where they go. I feel like they're getting along at the meet and greet meet retreat.
They are getting along, but she's a trip, he's a trip. I don't think they have any. I mean, are any of these couples real? But of those two, I don't think they would last for 2 seconds in the real world.
No.
Agree.
Yeah. I think Eliot's a prick.
It needs to be said.
Big
Say
time.
say what no one's saying.
Well,
I don't care
know.
what anyone says. I don't think Eliot's so great.
A lot of girlies are simping hard for Eliot out there. Like, I did a quick
That's
scan
worrying,
and
very
I was
concerning.
like, what the fuck? Like, there's a real... People want to, like, murder Veronica in her sleep.
Well, it just goes to show. It takes such little push
Yeah.
for people to hate women.
Oh, like,
It's like
the tiniest push.
like,
and it's like, oh, great.
should
Oh, we're
we-
allowed to now? Great.
Great. Because it's so much more comfortable
Exactly.
to love Eliot and be
Also,
annoyed with
sometimes
him.
women vote against their own interests.
Oh,
like
yeah.
our friend
Like
wanting to
Lauren.
be chained
Trad
to the
wife.
sink. Yeah.
Chained to the sink. Jeez.
Chained to the zoo. Let's get into Crazy Eyes and Ryan.
Jacqueline
Jacqueline.
and Ryan.
And Ryan. Honestly, perfect for each
So
other.
what you missed last night is
Oh, yeah.
that Ryan said that he cannot have sex in the morning if he's going to go to the gym that
Yeah.
day because he can't waste his
Of
testosterone on
course not.
sex.
This is a well-known
Because he
thing
needs to-
in
I mean,
the
you both know
douchebag community.
With
yeah.
testosterone
That's
and going
why
to
I
the gym.
didn't-
So much.
Today, I haven't had sex for the last year because I knew I was coming in today.
To
For a
work
year.
out hard.
Exactly.
Yeah.
To work out. No, but he didn't actually share it with the group. Of course, Jackie? Lauren.
Jackie.
Jackie.
Whatever. Jackie, interchangeable white monster. She was telling the girls all about it because she wasn't sure if that was normal. Is that normal that a guy would do? I've never been with a gym guy before. Is that normal? I look at you. You're like totally defending her, Bridge.
Me? No. I'm not defending her. I was thinking about how she must have been with the gym guy if he had the body of God.
Oh yeah, she was with the guy with the body of God.
It doesn't add up, Jackie.
I love that. And when he got so
I
like
love how it was so
upset
easy
by
to
that, he was like,
razz him.
It's a bit of a big thing to say. Body
Well,
of a god.
what was horrible in this episode is that it comes out. So, of course, the girls all tell their husbands, and they're all sitting around the terrible fire pit having, whatever.
Where is the boys and girls retreat, by the
Byron
way?
Bay.
in
Fuck off.
gorgeous Byron.
We couldn't go to Vanuatu again.
I wish they'd
or
gone to Vanuatu.
Fiji.
Fiji? No, they... No, they just didn't...
Remember
Byron
when
Bay.
Katie and who was the guy's name, and they went to Tasmania?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That was bleak.
Tim.
Tim.
Tim. Imagine if Tim was still
Couldn't have rolled my eyes
The
any harder.
way
Oh.
they got
Yeah.
shafted to Tassie when everyone else was in Fiji.
Yes. Oh, no, but I feel like Rhea and Jeff got stooged. Weren't they just in
Well,
Queensland?
Rhea and Jeff can fuck off. I'm sorry. What are they doing on this show?
No,
Get the
I think they're
fuck
actually
off
getting
my
together.
screens. I know. They don't need to
I
be
feel
on
like
television.
they're just fine and actually really like each
Exactly.
other, and
How-
then that's it. They'll
Which
just
is-
get married at the end, and
They will.
They're probably still together.
Which
I
is
have no idea.
offensive and quite harmful.
Where is my television?
Exactly.
I know you always got to have some though, otherwise the whole
True.
thing's a bit too stressful. But I feel like their honeymoon was like a hotel in Queensland, and they were both like, "Oh wow!" And it was like, okay, you just got like a 1 hour plane ride to Queensland, and then like looking in an ocean you can't swim in because there's jellyfish. You know?
Yeah. Waiting
Oh
to
my
find out when
God.
the restaurant opens so you can have your schnitzel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we talk about
Wait, no, I want to tell
Jackie?
you about Ryan.
Oh no, tell me.
yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No, because Ryan, then everyone asks him about it. Like, they're like, so wait, do you not jerk off? And
He
everyone's
loves
teasing
talking
him.
about his dick, which is
No,
why
not-
I'm
but then
attracted
he
to
did
this
it.
guy. He had she gives good
You're
head thing.
attracted to Ryan.
I'm so attracted to
Oh,
Ryan.
Sam.
Like, no, like I
The
cannot tell
self-hatred
you.
is real.
I'm so attracted
Like
to Ryan.
even like
Yeah.
personality and everything.
Sure.
More physical.
Physical and I just love a disgusting horny man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think he's that horny?
Yeah.
Okay.
He the other night with the experts, he's like, "Oh, we may have
Yeah, but that to me is
progressed
like
our
Lady
relationship."
Duff protest.
He's
Isn't
always
that just
talking about
like-
fucking. It's all he's talking
but
about,
yeah, I feel like
which
when
is
people
hot
do
to
that,
me.
that means they're not having.
Joel, that's me bragging to the boys at my all boys private school.
Nah,
and I was
they're-
like, I fingered my girlfriend.
Nah,
and then
they're
they
doing
said,
it.
did she get wet? And I said, do you go inside the undies? Like, he would
Oh,
be
you
the
think
same.
he's all talk?
I think he is so
I
all
think-
talk.
nah,
he
I
has
think
no
they're
game.
I think
he
they're
is
fucking.
hugely. Yeah, they totally are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, but it's just this thing of like, he wants to look cool in front of everyone.
Yeah.
And it's so
Yes.
embarrassing.
Yeah, it's like
I
he
said-
just discovered what sex was like last week. And now he's
Yeah.
like doing it all the time.
It's that thing of like, if you cared a little less about what everyone thought, you
Mm.
would be so much cooler to hang around with. But
He's
Yeah,
a
I
nerd
feel
that
like-
got fit and then now he's like awkward, and he's like
Or is he a
huge
former fat
body.
kid? I reckon
Yeah,
there's
I reckon he's a former
something.
fat kid.
Yeah.
He's like nerdy, and then he's like got super hot and fit. He's also an actor, you know, right?
Is he?
Yeah, he was on NCIS Sydney.
Oh.
I saw his King Lear. It was transcendent.
Ryan is preparing for his role as King Lear
He's
for the
a
Bell Shakespeare Company's
he's an
production.
aspiring actor.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll cross paths, but not saying better Ryan.
Hey, yeah. You better be off book.
There will be no scripts on the night. Ryan, I feel
Yeah.
I
He's
do.
trapped. He feels so trapped.
I know, but I really feel like he's subscribed to some kind of like, you are a premium male. You are number one male, and number one male works out for this many hours, and it is good if you have protein shake and don't.
Do you know what that
you know?
is? That's like he's like a South Yarra gay. Like literally,
wow.
every conversation I've had with a
Venn
South Yarra
diagram.
gay on Grindr consists of like, oh, it's cheat day today, so I'm gonna get KFC, ha ha ha, and I'm like, sorry.
Wow, I'm one suburb away, and look at the difference. My whole life has been a cheat day. Yeah.
I'm on cheat all the time, but
But the double standard that was pointed out was quite satisfying last night because
Yes.
she was like to the gals, "Is it weird that he withholds sex to go to the gym?" And they were like, "Yes."
he just wants an excuse to talk about how full his balls are.
Yeah, and that he's
Once
like,
again,
"I love,"
and you're
an
all
Excel
falling for
spreadsheet.
it, and he loves it. We're all talking about his dick.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he
And
hasn't
then he
disclosed
got really
the size.
upset about it and like, pulled her aside to be like, "You can't do that. Like, you can't talk about our sex life." But it's like, you
She
literally
loves
told
it.
the nation
She
that I give
loves
good head.
it. Yeah,
And he pulled this move. Look, I'm just going to say this once.
Oh, yeah.
Which I love. When you have to say that, I'm like, you're trying to sound powerful. That's so embarrassing. You don't have to tell me that you're only saying it once. Just say it
Wow.
once. Listen, I'm only going to say this once. If you do that again, this relationship is over. And she like laughed.
Yeah, because she doesn't care.
She doesn't give a
She's like,
fuck.
"Fine, let it be over. What do I care?"
You weird boy man. You completely
He's such a boy
trapped.
man.
Yeah, it's like Pinocchio trying to become a
Oh.
real boy. It's like humiliating. Become a donkey already. Get interesting.
But yeah, I really loved the like high horse of being like, "I can't believe you've talked about our sex life on a show about people having sex on national TV.
This is men
What are you
being-
doing?"
Can
And
we
then it's
talk
like he
about
said something
her-
absolutely disgusting about her.
Can we talk about her when the producer's like, what do you and Ryan talk about? And she's like, oh, data centers. We had a really good conversation
Jen
about
Shah.
data centers. Yeah, and I was,
Yeah, oh my god, they're buying leads. Yeah.
I was like, what
Are you about to do
are you
time?
guys running?
Are the FBI on their way?
I was
I
like,
hope so.
Who's
Get them
run-
all in a Sprinter van.
who's running the data centers? And
Are you
yeah,
exploiting old people?
exactly. Jen Shah style.
Oh my
Also,
God.
the apology drama at the dinner party with Jackie when she requested an apology.
Oh, from Ree. Oh, get
That
over it, mate.
was sensational.
But I reckon my theory about her problem with Ree is that Ree was who Ryan put as his number one on the photo
100%.
challenge.
Yeah.
And she's just going to
She's
run with
like, well,
that.
I'm
She's
gonna
like, you know what?
text Jeff.
Yeah.
Also, I also think the producers were like, Ree and Jeff are boring as fuck. So they put Jackie up to it. They're like, we need someone to stir them a little bit.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think Ree's a really smart woman. Like,
Agree.
I think she's smart
Calm
enough to
down.
go like, because all I see is Ree going, I'm not going to give you what you want. I'm just not buying into this. And it's like,
Yeah.
then why do the show? Like, it's a bit like, you can't, I don't know. Because I wonder sometimes,
For the right reasons, Ash.
what do they think? Exactly. The right reasons are OnlyFans, fame, and maybe you'll be Lucinda Light. But I wonder now in like a post Lucinda Light world, what people, which is what I think we're all living in. Wake up, people.
We're traversing it.
I'm holding a candle for it.
Oh, we love Lucinda. I miss her.
Oh, she's
miss
the
her dearly.
best. I mean, for those of us that follow her, she's never really gone. But I wonder, like, if they're trying, if some people are trying to do more authenticity, because who knew Lucinda would steal the nation's heart like she did? So I just sometimes wonder, like, what version of themselves are these people trying to be?
They're very aware of the cameras and the opportunities for
That's
sure,
true.
except for Rhea and Jeff. And yeah, they're trying to be the next breakout star, no?
I think so.
But that's why I go like someone like Rhea, I'm like, you're refusing to participate in the drama, which is smart as a person, but like boring if you're trying to make television. So
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
I
she's
have
like,
a feeling that she is on it to find a person.
I just can't believe we live in a world where anyone really
Would do that. Well, no, yeah, she didn't
Because I
understand.
like it.
Rhea and Jeff do not understand the assignment. I hate that they like knew each other before. It's like, not what this show is. So boring. Hate that. It's their fault that there's 3 people in Perth, right? Like the fact that they
They're
rocked
from
up.
Melbourne, aren't they?
I'm pretty sure they're
She's from
Perth.
Melbourne.
Is she? Oh,
Yeah.
I thought they're from Perth.
No,
Am
I think
mixing
they're
them up
both
with
from
Karina and
Melbourne.
Paul?
Karina,
Karina
and
and
French hairline. Yeah.
Well,
There's
they-
no doors safe in Perth. Yeah.
Rhea and Jeff are giving aggressive Perth energy, though.
I get
but with a Melbourne
should move
moon.
there.
with a Melbourne flavour. With a Melbourne
Adelaide
Rising
Rising.
festival. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not interested.
Fair.
No, you
Fair.
sound like the audience.
Yeah.
They're boring. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I think he's getting mouthier, which is interesting.
Into it.
That'd be
Yeah,
good.
he's trying to stir up a bit more drama, which is interesting. He feels suddenly short to me. Has he always been
He looks
short?
tall.
He's tall.
Looks very tall.
He looks like.
He's not Big Dave, but he's almost there.
Yeah, I mean, Big
Yeah,
Dave
maybe,
is
yeah.
like.
Big Dave's Big Dave. Back
He's,
off.
he's a big tall glass of water.
He's a big
Well, she
baby
Climb
boy.
him like a tree.
Can we talk about them? Let's talk about people
Sure.
we love.
All right, let's talk
Jamie
about-
and Dave.
Love number
go to
one.
Jamie
Jamie,
and
and Dave. I feel like
Shy
Jamie so
sweetheart.
far has always hit the nail on the head. Her instinct
About
is
to
always
get
right.
activated.
I can't wait for her to be activated because I feel like I'm on her side.
And did you see the teaser for tonight? Is that
Yeah.
she is upset because all the girls start defending, I think,
Lauren.
and Karina's defending her,
Lauren.
and maybe who were just whatever.
Yeah.
Another boring girl.
Fina?
Maybe it was no, but I think it was maybe. Who knows? Who cares? But someone else, and then Jamie's like, "Oh, so it's you like my voice when I'm defending you, but you don't like it when I'm defending someone else."
Yeah.
And I always saw this. This was
True.
what was going to happen with Jamie. Is she gets really invested in
she's
everyone's
a
stuff.
fangirl. Like she's like us right now talking about this show. Like they always cut to her at the dinner parties, and her face is like.
I know, she always has the best reactions to
It's so
everything
good.
because she is us.
she's watching it on the couch. at
Exactly.
home.
But I think what happens tonight is like she finds out that behind her back, a couple of the girls have sided with Lauren or been like, we understand she was really aggressive. And she's like, what the fuck? Because she's like,
Don't even.
You know what those girls are doing?
what?
Gaslighting her. 100%.
100%.
100% gaslighting. Yeah, I
Just
mean,
gotta own it. Show
they're-
up. Just show up and own it.
I'm
Yeah.
hitting the reset button.
they're winning the show though, right?
Jamie and Dave.
Yeah, like they won.
I mean,
We
what
love
does
them.
winning look like when you're a happy couple? You get
I
like
don't know.
one article in TV Week. Like,
Who's the
What
one that
is it?
everyone
Love.
loves from
They get
forever
love.
ago? The like guy with the shaved head and
and the redhead. I don't
what's
know.
their name?
See, that's what
Oh,
I mean.
the ones who have kids now. The
Yeah,
ex-cricketer
yeah,
guy.
yeah.
Short King and beautiful. Wasn't he a cricketer or something? And she's like a
They wanna be-
redhead.
They're gonna be them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if that's success, you don't know their names. So
True.
like, it's not like it's really a great.
But people
success.
do.
They
I
know
just-
Katrina Roundtree.
The baseline.
It's a real palm olive reference.
Exactly. It's like if I can't
Catriona.
imagine you going to sleep in a giant egg cup, like I do with Katrina Roundtree, upside down, then I go, that's not famous. Katrina Roundtree is famous.
Yeah.
So is Tanya Zeta.
Tanya Zayada, Timpani Deckett.
Stop.
Timpani
How did
Deckett.
you
Shelley
know
Croft.
Tanya Zayda is
Say their
my
names.
favorite person. Say, name them.
Name him.
Should we talk about Sierra and Billy? R.I.P.
Oh my God, R.I.P. I actually totally forgot about their existence.
Yeah.
You know what's weird for me is that Billy looks like my uncle,
What?
but like young, and my uncle is British, and I was like, what?
You got
Because
a
he was like,
hot
I don't know who
uncle.
my dad is. I'm like, is your dad my uncle? Is
He's
not.
a geezer.
Spoiler alert. They're
Yeah.
way too old. That's
Be
not-
legitimate.
Yeah, but now I kind of feel weird about Billy because
Billy
he
was-
looks like my
yeah.
uncle if he was 30.
He was there for the laughs. He had a tattoo on his thigh that said like MAFS.
Yeah.
Like
Also,
he was there for a
Isn't he
joke.
with Athena though in real life now?
Stop.
that makes sense.
They actually would look
That
hot
makes
together.
I saw a
can't
thing that
keep
she
up.
had a party and he was there at the party, and now everyone's like, are they together?
Oh my
She's
God.
a great girl. I really like her.
I actually like them together
Are
because
they
he'd actually like
from
be nice
Perth
to her
this
maybe.
time? Are they from Perth? Who's
Oh,
from
he's
Perth?
from Queensland. Is
I
she from
assume-
Queensland?
Athena feels like she's from like Wollongong,
Yeah.
or is that where Tony's doing the ferry?
Oh, the charter cruise.
Every time it came up saying charter captain under Tony's name, I like like audibly
Lie.
like giggled.
It's like, that's a lie.
I was like, that is
Love to
so
go to
dumb.
Mykonos, thanks, Tony.
He's not Captain Jason. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, shut up. He's driving a ferry.
Yeah, he's not
He's a
taking
bus
us
driver.
around the Ionians. Yeah,
Business owner.
But Sierra and Billy, do you think
doing deals.
Do you think Sierra and Billy like wanted to stay but like cause drama and then it backfired or something?
It just really felt like her attitude after they had sex, where he was like, "Yeah, we had sex, it was nice," and she was like, "It was a fumble in the dark," and
Yeah.
then she seemed very off him. Really gave me the vibe of a dud root,
Yeah, I think
and that made me feel embarrassed
Sierra's
for
fun.
them
Like,
both about that being on
I think
telly.
Sierra's a wild like good time.
Yeah. Also, I mean, come on, if that woman is sitting with like no clothes on, being like, "Would you mind putting some oil on my back?"
Hello.
Could you just do it?
Yeah.
And not slap her back and then be like, "There you go."
Well, he was scared of her.
Yeah, I think so.
Which is kind of why I got a bit of a gay thing from him, where I was like,
And the haircut.
You just want that to be the case.
oh no, I don't want to rush. No. No.
He could be. He is doing all these club appearances.
What
at,
does that mean?
Gay bars, like
He just
topless at
Goes
like,
to a club.
yeah,
And everyone's like, "Oh
in-
my God, it's
in
Billy
Perth,
from MAFS."
in the gay clubs. Yeah, of course.
Billy,
It's like an
hey
appearance.
Billy,
for-
look at me, Billy.
Yeah.
I'm waving,
No,
Billy.
he's
Can
just-
I get you a drink, Billy?
He's doing gay for pay. Vibes.
wow.
Yeah,
Okay. I mean,
he's an ally.
I think
Happy
he should
Pride.
I think he should get a like a good partnership with a dermatology clinic.
why?
Oh
I think his skin was like
can we
breaking
just-
out
I
as
know.
the season went
and
on.
look,
I felt
not
bad
to
for
skin
him.
shame the whole cast, which is what I'm about
I mean, they're
to
in
do.
HD, poor things.
The HD of
looks
it all,
good in that.
no one looks good at those fucking commitment ceremonies. Some of those extreme
Inside their
tight
pores.
shots, inside their pores, everyone's breaking out
Yeah.
because they're all slapping on foundation.
And they film that shit
slapping it
until
on.
like 3 a.m. or
Oh,
something,
it's
don't
fucked.
And we all have texture.
Yeah,
Do you know? And the older we get, yeah. I didn't realize
they?
that.
Bring back skin texture.
bring back skin.
Make skin texture great again.
Just sweet.
just sweet.
Well, we wish them well. Or not.
Yeah, who's our trad wife again? What's her
Lauren.
Lauren.
I refuse to remember her name because she wants to not be able to vote. But Lauren's like 37.
Shut up.
Yeah. When it came up that her age last
Yeah.
night, I was like, no wonder you find these women boring. You are like a good 10 years on some of them. And she seems like...
Wasn't that Eliot's problem with her, though? She doesn't have... That she was old, quote unquote?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I don't think she's old at all, but I do think, like, if you're 37, it's weird that you're living in such a fantasy land about,
Yeah.
like, what you want men and women to be like. Like, usually you get older and you realize, everything's not as black and white as I thought. The world is full of beautiful nuance. Like, whatever we learn. But, like, she is...
Like the ending of Pleasantville,
Yeah.
where there's like Technicolor.
Yeah, she's in Pleasantville. Yeah, she's in most of Pleasantville except the end, which I think is the freshest reference, which is a reference she would get as a 37-year-old.
She
Yeah,
would.
well, as
yeah.
a 38-year-old, she would.
She would have watched it on Channel 10 every night they played it, which was often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She remembers terrestrial television.
All right, we need to get to Athena and Adrian.
Athena. I was saying Athena. I can't tell when people say
Athena.
Athena.
I know, it's a feat.
Athena and
TH,
Adrian.
like a TH sound.
Like an F
F-
sound.
oh, I was saying it right. F
Yeah.
sound.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Athena.
that's what. Yeah, I thought so. Okay. I am okay. I'm really here for Athena.
Yeah.
I think
I
I
was.
was genuinely upset at the commitment ceremony when those experts were saying, say something good about him. Because I
Oh.
thought it was going to be a ploy for them to be like, see, you don't
Now,
actually
I'll ask
like
you for
him.
the fourth
Maybe you should
time,
leave
Athena."
him. And they were going to empower her to leave this
Yeah,
prick.
yeah.
But instead they were like, but see, he does have good qualities. You should stay with him, even though
He was
he's
like,
an
see, guys,
asshole."
see. I look at her sometimes.
And then it's the classic thing
I
of they
looked
have
at her
good
once.
sex, and so she thinks that means they have a
Yeah.
good relationship.
She's been
My lord.
CUNT struck.
Do you know what he
Yeah.
loves? Do you know what he loves above all else?
Himself.
A Channel 9 promo shoot.
Oh my gosh, so embarrassment.
I fucking died.
But doesn't that just tell you who he is? Athena?
Of course, but when they were like, previously at the Channel 9 promo shoot, like every time they say Channel 9 promo shoot, I get
So
a little
good.
stiffy. It's so
I just
good.
think of like Eddie Maguire.
Yes.
And I'm like, ew. Any man that's like, sorry, I won't be there. I'll be at my Channel 9 promo
But
shoot.
there was
I'd
a
be
promo
like,
shoot.
wow.
And I wasn't there.
Yeah, Channel 9.
Yeah, it was actually so disrespectful.
It was disrespectful. I'm not going to bring up the family. I'm not going to talk about the family because it's disrespectful.
Oh my God. The only disrespect is him to the English language. Like, it is hard going for Mr. Adrian.
But I feel like Athena's going to watch this show and be like, what? Because afterwards, when she already had the fight with the family, the sister being like, well, you can put a ribbon on a garbage can, still garbage, and him being like, yeah. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Can we talk
What
about...
for?
But Athena
What
loves
for?
putting a ribbon on a garbage can.
Yeah.
I also think,
She deserves better.
unfortunately, I really get two people that have made an agreement that they're going to do the whole season. They're not going to leave.
I get that from Jackie and Ryan also.
Well, they said it. They literally said
Oh,
on the
did
show,
they?
like, we've made an agreement that we're not going to fight. We're just going to keep going.
Yeah, they want to
Yeah,
get that
that makes
airtime
sense.
till the end.
Yeah.
They've already taken the time off work. Fucking, make it work.
Make it work.
Can we
Also,
talk
I guess-
about the twins on twins on twins?
Oh, they're very
That
important.
was-
It's a real thing we need to know about twins.
When those 3 sets of twins were there at the Meet the Family thing, like, you cannot write
Three
this
sets
shit.
of twins?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
It was 3
Because
sets of
his
twins.
sisters are twins. His twin wasn't
He's
there.
a twin. Oh, his twin wasn't there.
He was half
Sorry,
of a
sorry,
set.
sorry. It was
Oh my God,
almost
his family
3
has
sets of twins.
twin
Yes.
boys and twin
Twins. Yeah.
Yes.
No wonder he's messed up. I mean,
Is there another child? Is it just 2 sets of twins
I don't
and is
know.
there a single?
All I know is that this
chromosomally,
was
what's going
amazing.
on?
it was so good. The disrespect to the family.
Didn't you also say that you heard that he's saying his twin will do the next season or something?
Yeah, he's online threatening that the twins going next year.
This eye rolled really hard for the viewers that can't see my eye roll. Listeners, sorry.
Also,
Say
another
audio.
great quote from him was, "What's wrong with Nando's?"
Oh yeah, that was good.
Amazing.
Do you
The
think that even
genuine-
got him a Nando's gift card? Do you think they even like Mr. Nando's was like, let's reward that boy?
They're like, "Have you even done a date night?" Yeah, we've done date night. Nando's.
We haven't, Adrian. You haven't done anything.
You got to show up.
You've got to show up.
How have you shown up?
With
Did
that,
you show up?
With that sibilant kind of
You've
S
gotta
that the Drew
throw
Barrymore
up for
kind of
me,
S
Adrian.
that
Oh,
she
yeah.
does, where it's
Yeah.
like, it's really hard for me, Adrian. Like, shut up.
Yeah.
I know, but they're fine because they've had sex.
I just, mate,
Is what the show tells me.
totally. I just am annoyed. It's really annoying when they pass the point of credulity where you're like, I just can't believe anything you're saying anymore because you are not that dumb and great sex is amazing. But if he's not even
Are they
like,
having
learning
great
He
your
sex?
doesn't
son's
deserve
name-
it.
He doesn't look like
That
he'd
man
be-
needs
no.
to be put in the bin.
But
no
you-
ribbon.
But you're right. The best moment was still. I'm going to ask you again for a 4th time. What do you like about?
It's not a hard
Adrian?
question.
So good.
And the
But it
fact-
seemed
is
like
a
it
hard
was a really
question.
hard question that was like, and then what was the answer? It was like, oh, sometimes the way he looks
looked
at
at me.
me
He
when
kno-
he
he
doesn't
looks at
know
me.
I'm looking at him.
Yeah. What?
Honestly.
That's some creepy
he's
shit.
looking at you, but he can't see you're looking at him. Then, doll, he's not looking at you.
No, he's thinking about
I
something else.
see
You're
you watching
positing-
me, watching you. Woo!
Oh,
Current
dear.
references.
It's really good, huh?
All right, should we get to Corina and Paul?
Oh, Paul.
Yeah.
Because I have never regretted anything more in my life.
His accent is boganic.
It's organic.
It actually like is. I'm like, how you get from a French accent, and then you go of all the Australian accents,
Yeah.
you're gonna go the roughest at times.
But it's like he learned it from that show everyone loves Noi from.
Yeah.
You know, the H2O, just add water?
Yeah,
Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Is that what, I mean, I don't even know. Is that what it's
Rebecca
called?
Noy. Yeah, he watched that.
Noi!
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like so he's got a lot of oi at the end of everything.
He's like, I need to say to you,
Oh, this is pretty good.
Corina,
This is a good Paul.
that I...
Oh my God, honestly. Do you know the way me and my partner was screaming at the television
my
when he
God.
was crying and holding her,
Yeah.
like holding her head and holding her legs
and
Oh,
holding
I
it
was-
at the back of the
at the
neck
back of the
at
neck
one
while
point.
they were saying, can you see that this isn't good? And she was actually going, maybe I can see it's not good. And him being like, never leave me. I was like,
Yeah.
get this man away from this woman.
Oh, I was rock
I can't
hard.
believe he wasn't kicked out.
I know it's
I
really.
mean,
out-
I
You say you were
can.
rock hard.
When he was crying
rock
and
hard.
holding that pillow, Stop.
I remember you saying that you were like, this is so hot. And I was like, hey, yeah, French men crying is a whole thing.
It's my
we
kink.
love it.
But also, yeah, but this is so Channel 9. They're like, we'll keep him on and we'll like reprimand him, but then like not at all like properly address this. Like,
No.
come on.
First of all, I need to know who the rapper was.
Who was
Who
the
was the
rapper?
rapper?
Do you think it was Drake?
I think it was Drake.
I'm hoping it was Drake.
I don't know why.
Because if
we
it
both
was
think
Drake,
that,
all
but
of a
we
sudden
both
we
think that.
excuse
I
Paul's
said that
behavior.
I think it was all of D12.
One of them's dead. Proof. R.I.P.
Yeah.
What if it was Kanye?
I actually know quite a lot about D12.
Wow.
You didn't bank on that, did you?
I don't know anything. I know purple.
I know all the
Pills,
words
and
to
that's it.
Purple Pills.
Oh, wow.
Uncensored.
Is Karina mentioned in it?
Well, depends how you read between the lines.
So she's got to ask like Karina. Yeah.
We need to find out. It's got to be out there.
Yeah, but she looks like a side piece.
Yeah. She looks
Yeah,
like a video
she'd love to
hoe.
live that rapper girlfriend side piece life.
I hope she continues to after the experiment. I hope she kicks Paul to the curb.
I do too.
Surely.
I do too. But I also hope that I really liked that on the retreat, Jamie was like, "What's that horrible noise?" And then she went,
yeah.
"Oh, it's Karina's voice." And I went, "I felt this from day one. There's like nothing wrong with Karina, and I have an annoying voice, so there's no actual judgment. But like, I'm like, from one annoying voice to another, your voice is really annoying."
Yeah, I have to say it's something I didn't really notice, but you were like, her voice, it really gets on my tits. And I was like, what about it? And now I
Now
guess
you
I
can
get
hear
it.
it. Yes,
It is
It's
annoying.
like inward laughing.
yes, yes. It's hard, you know. It's boganic.
Where do we go to from here with Paul? Like, what?
Oh, I
What's
feel
the
like
next
we're gonna have to
step?
watch him
Back to
cry.
Turkey.
Back
to
to
get
Turkey.
another
For
transplant.
a little top up.
I feel like he's just going to do a lot of crying
Yeah.
He might become the face
and
of
like mea culpa until the show's over.
become the
Yeah.
face of like men's shed. Got to get men talking. Let's get
he-
men talking.
Yeah, he's gonna do.
How he's going to turn it
He's
around.
gonna do like a Beyond Blue campaign.
But the police are involved now. Did you read that?
I've also battled.
I did read the cops are involved.
Yeah, the cops after it aired were like, "Excuse me," and they are involved interviewing people on the show
There you go.
and demanding the footage.
I think we should
I
FOI
don't know,
that footage.
like what happens.
Shit's getting gaggy.
Big Brother up late.
Oh my
Speaking of
god.
Gretel.
What are our hopes and dreams for the rest of the season?
Oh god. The apocalypse. I'd love the apocalypse to turn up.
I
and
want
destroy
affairs.
All of them.
I want
Yes,
more
I
affairs.
want
There
more
haven't been
swapping.
enough affairs.
They haven't. Well, I mean, we're
Like
getting a
we
full
had
swap.
footsie and then nothing came of it.
Yeah, true.
At all.
Boring.
So
I mean,
boring.
Sam came from it, I think.
I-
But yeah.
Every
Nothing
night I
else.
watch
No,
this
I want
show.
a swap. I want some sort of girls' alliance that take down someone else.
Yeah, I feel like having just
Sorry?
binged all of Salt Lake City,
Yeah.
I
Yes.
now want like true crime mixed in
Oh
with my
yeah.
show.
You want some
So
Jennifer
I would
Shah,
really, I
You
want
want
like a surprise arrest.
Brittany recording everyone.
Yeah,
Heaven.
exactly.
What if like Clint's like in some golf scandal and all his trophies are taken away?
Still boring.
You want
I'm trying to help Clint. I'm trying to give him a
I'm
storyline.
trying to give you something clear.
Not even that would rescue Clint.
I mean,
At this
Clint
point.
finds his biological mother. I don't know. Something.
Anything. Why does it all have to revolve around
Clint's
Clint?
face falls
I
off.
just want Clint to have a storyline. Justice for Clint.
Have we actually covered everyone who's left on the show?
Everyone.
That's everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Wow.
quite forgettable, I have to say.
Honestly.
Yeah.
They get a lot of story out of very little footage, don't they?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay,
those
who's
editors
sticking
are
out?
amazing.
The
Amazing
names
work.
that I've learnt so far: Jackie, Ryan, Jamie, Karina,
Big Dave.
Adrian, Athena.
You said it already.
Did I? All right. She's so memorable. Yeah.
That's it.
That's about it. Jamie, I really like. Dave's name I don't remember, but I remember how he looks. He's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, that he is one of the only men sometimes being like, "Excuse me, that's not very nice."
I'm getting over that. I'm really getting over him being like, "Hey, you can't really say
Oh
that
my
about this."
God.
And I'm like,
Him.
I just don't buy it. I don't buy
Yeah.
it if there weren't
Yeah, I
cameras
always
It's
around.
too
really
it's too
want-
ham-fisted. He's
yeah,
like,
see, I always
oh,
want.
you never do that in front of a woman. It's like,
Yeah, see,
shut
that's
up.
the thing. I always want someone on one of these shows to be like really articulate and like eviscerate someone with like the reason that they're being a misogynist, terrible person. I just want one person who's quietly sitting there the whole time to be like, You know what? And then give everyone their number.
You're going to be waiting so long, and also
It's never going to happen.
if someone did do that, they
It'd
would
be so
never,
satisfying.
They would never air it. They would cut that out.
Oh, yeah,
because
true.
That's not what the
Maybe
audience
Morena
wants.
already did it.
Morena's a very articulate.
Not done with you, little boy.
Which I
Oh,
say,
little
good
boy.
riddance. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, we should toast to Morena.
Let's toast to
should.
Morena,
Yes.
our fallen queen.
Our favourite DJ.
May she get such
Put
fitness
a record
instructor.
on. I want to dance with Morena.
Yeah. I hope she either A, becomes a real housewife of any of Wollongong, I don't know.
I
Or
think she's from Melbourne. No?
yeah,
She's a real fishwife.
Yeah. Or B, runs for as an independent in the upcoming
Wow,
election.
those are the two options.
And I
a
would-
housewife or a politician.
Yeah, I
In
would-
charge of policy.
Yeah, I
Those
would
are
like.
the only options for tall women.
It is true.
Yeah.
Can you imagine Morena for the seat of?
I hope she gets a
Wollongong.
job being a model and walking for fella Hamilton. Or maybe Suzanne Grey. Or Witness. Or some weird brand. For
Review.
tall women. Yeah. Q? Yeah, for like tall, from the big and tall shop. Sarah Plain and Tall. Yeah, maybe she can walk for them. Morena's going to
All
be
models are
model.
tall. I mean,
I guess they are.
like, I've got a good idea. Let's get someone really tall and put clothes on them. Then maybe people
Wow.
think they look good in
Yeah,
those
I think
clothes.
I've broken the fashion world wide open. Guys,
Oh
imagine
my God.
clothes, but on tall women.
But also really thin.
Tall. Yes, but also she's really broad.
She is
be
broad.
good.
Oh, I would absolutely go to a fashion week Morena was modelling at.
Absolutely, the face of Fashion Week. That's
Yes.
her C option.
And she could DJ the event afterwards.
It's a
honey.
package deal.
And with prices starting at $500, your label could really benefit from me.
If her friends are there
It's
too.
actually
we
really
love them.
interesting, Tony. You see, what I do is I actually go to designers and I talk to them about their clothes, Tony, because that's just really
Tony.
interesting.
Man,
Tony!
it's your personality, man. Look how beautiful you are, man, but it's your personality.
Well, that's the models.
It's just your fibre of your being. It's you to your very core that I don't
You
like.
look good as an object, but who you actually are is no good. Yeah.
Well, Bridget, Ash, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much.
Bridget, could you take us out with the voice?
Do it.
And at the end of the podcast, Sam and Ash drank some more rosé, and Brigid patted the chihuahua.
Amazing. Bye bye.
I forgot your name. Frida.
Frida.